Paul is consistent in his words to his readers. Though the law is annulled in Christ, there are precepts which are repeated from the law, which we are asked to comply with. This is because committing such offenses is contrary to our new life in Christ. Okay? One of God's attributes is that of truthfulness. God is truth. We don't need to say, well, God is truthful. God is truth. There is no untruthfulness in him. There is no deviating from anything which is truth. God is truth. Okay? It doesn't matter which way you stand and look at God. What angle you're at, you will always behold truth. Okay? It's one of his essential attributes. There are some that people debate over. Okay? But you could come down to probably 5 to 7 essential attributes that are not debatable. God is love. God is just. God is merciful. God is righteous. God is graceful. God is truth. Okay? And a couple others that you could come up with, and then some will be debated on the outside. Well, that's kind of like just another way of rewording this one or whatever. Okay? But there are certain attributes God is. He is truth. Okay? So, one of God's attributes is that of truthfulness. As we are to emulate him, we are to be truthful in all we say. The old man has been put off. Now, I said something in a sermon which I completely still agree with, okay? When we were talking about the Gibeonites and when we talked about Rahab the harlot, they both did not tell the truth, and yet they were not chastised for that. They took a moral precept. They weighed out on the balances a moral precept, and they said, I should do this rather than this. This is the right thing, even though it's not truthful, okay? And as I said, when I closed that up, Corrie ten Boom would agree with that. She did not tell the truth, but she saved people's lives in the process of her not telling the truth. So there are moral decisions that we have to make. God doesn't have to make those decisions. He is truth. There's no untruthfulness in him. But we live in a fallen world. We live in a world where moral decisions have to be weighed out. Okay? And one of the things that we do when we weigh out these decisions is make the right moral decision. What is it that will ultimately be the most godly decision? And we have to do that because, as I said, we are in a fallen world. Okay, so I agree with that. I will not disagree with that in the future because it is the moral aspect that we have to focus on. Okay, but when we can be truthful, we should be truthful. Okay, as we are to emulate him, we are to be truthful in all we say. The old man has been put off. In the Greek, it is an aorist verb. There's a set time when this occurred. As the old man is gone and we are in Christ, it logically follows that we are saved one time for all time. And this will continue to be seen in the next verses.